Let's do it. Tsushima Island, where Ghost of Tsushima took place. Let's take a look. By the way, guys, about 20 minutes left on the stream. I would really appreciate any more support. Right now, it is an incredibly slow stream for support. Holy shit. Like, I don't know what's going on. When we started with this 3 weeks ago, people really liked it and were supporting it, and now it seems like it's dead. So maybe it's time to phase it out. I don't know. Maybe it is time to phase it out and you guys don't like it or something. I don't know what to tell you. But let's decline. Let's descend to Tsushima Island. Jones J, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know. He says, how many more flight sim streams do I think there should be? Right now, attendance is pretty decent tonight. We have 350 people on stream. But it's obvious people aren't really supporting the content. The biggest contributor of the night was $14.99 super chat from Chef. We are ending this stream in about 10-15 minutes. And even the competition for top contributor to pick the next location doesn't seem to really appeal to many people. So it sounds to me like, you know, people aren't super interested in it. I think it's okay. I like the variety of locations. Like, this is pretty nice and relaxing right now, flying over Tsushima. But certainly it doesn't seem to be catching on, you know. I think essentially when we first started doing this like 3 weeks ago, the gimmick was, oh, Phil's playing something on his Xbox Series X. He has one now. He can play an exclusive. I think maybe the gimmick's worn out, you know. Ooh, an anonymous $2 tipper says, it's weird. I always wonder if someone ever learned to fly by playing these games. I mean, if you 100% do the full-on sim of the game, if you're actually using a flight joystick when you play, if you're trying to, you know, simulate every aspect of the flight, from the takeoff to the air control to the landing, maybe you actually could, right? Maybe you actually could. But I guess not. Like, I mean, you know, I don't know. I would think maybe it's possible, but I don't know. You would think maybe they would purposely leave out nuances and stuff. You know, who knows? See, Mythical, I agree with you half. He says, well, it shouldn't just be about how much you make during a stream. It should also be about viewership. I agree with you there. I absolutely agree with you. I think that it goes hand in hand. All right? So if there's enough viewers that they're enjoying the stream, then people should be willing to support that stream and tip or super chat or become a member, etc. Remember, this is my hobby. Absolutely. I love doing this, but it's also my business. And if I have a particular game that's not performing well, there's a million other things we can do that people will support, right? So that's what this is telling me, is that if we're doing Flight Simulator and we're doing all this cool stuff, and people are asking, we're interacting, and we're doing this what people want, but there's no support for the stream, then let's do something that people want, and people are gonna support to see it keep going. You know what I mean? Well, guys, I would like to say thanks for chilling with me. Those of you who were here and hung out with me for Mass Effect, I appreciate it, man. We got one more stream to wrap it up on Thursday night, and then after that, I will basically get into stuff people really want to see every stream, whether it's Flight Simulator. Admittedly, this is not exciting. You know, I'm not excited, but I'm relaxed. I'm actually having a nice, relaxing time looking at the scenery below me. Tsushima Island. And by the way, I was dead on correct. There's no ice here at all. I would guess at a different time of the year, the northern island probably does become very cold. But we have passed those marshlands, as you can see behind us, and we're in the third and final part of the island of the game, and there is no ice whatsoever, not a single piece. So I was pretty much dead on correct. Absolutely, Derek. One more month to Lost Judgment. I'm very excited for it. Probably going to be my biggest game of September, I would guess. So I'm being asked now. People are like, well, if this is really going to be like the last stream, can we get the CT flower? We're not doing that today. What I'll tell you is this. I mean, I'm very disappointed tonight with how things turned out. I don't know why we didn't really get much support on the stream. As I say, this $20 tip came in. I will shut that out in a second. What I'll say is this. We're going to at least do one more. Because I didn't announce that this is the last stream. That would not be fair to the person who's a top contributor, right? You see what I'm saying? Like, if I'm announcing top contributor will get to do something on the next stream, then obviously that would be pretty fucked up if I said, oh, we're never doing this ever. So I'm not going to do that. We're definitely doing another stream of this next week, and we'll see how that goes, and we'll go from there, okay? If you want to do the stuff, the personal stuff, like fly over Connecticut, fly over Seattle next week, maybe we'll do it. Because, honestly, this week was not so good, all right? That being said, hairy butthole, well, pretty much every week we end the same, don't we? All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who did attend tonight's stream and did actually contribute, I do appreciate it. What I will say is this. Next week, it looks like it's going to be Chef Demeski, who's going to be number one here tonight. I don't think anyone in the last second here is going to top his $24.99 super chat. I appreciate that, Chef. You did 2 big super chats tonight. I do appreciate that very much. So, Buenos Aires, Argentina next week. Then likely I'll want to try to do like Disneyland, Disney World, Universal Studios, do some of those. Then perhaps we'll do Seattle, all right? And then depending on time and how that stream, depending on how that stream does, if it does well, then it won't be the final stream. If it doesn't do well, then that will be the final stream, the last hurrah, and maybe we'll try to squeeze in Connecticut and fly over the type of places where I used to live. If not, I'd like to hold that off until we actually get to a situation where like it feels like it's the last stream, okay? I just feel like this has longevity. I really thought that this would be something that would actually attract people because it was something different. It's something I usually don't do. It's completely different kind of content. It's cool travel stuff, which we can all talk about together. I don't know why it's not translating into support. You know, I just don't. We used to do the same kind of thing with Minecraft. We used to do the same kind of thing with many other chill games. And it did translate into support with those. And for some reason, it doesn't with this. So, I don't know. I can't really explain it. The only thing I can say is maybe yesterday, because we did have the marathon yesterday, you know, maybe that affected it in a negative way. And that's okay if that is the case, because you got a lot of support yesterday, all right? I guess we'll see next week what happens. So, again, next week it'll be Buenos Aires. I definitely want to try to do Disneyland or Disney World and maybe Universal Studios near one of those. That would be neat. And then Seattle. That's a lock. All that is a lock for next week, okay? And then after that, depending on time and support, we'll figure out the rest. Fair enough? Sound good? Your mate crate, no. He says, support's been massively strong. Glasses streak 15. There's no glasses. We didn't even hit the glasses tonight. So the glasses streak is over. This is officially one of the lowest tips nights ever. I would say the last time it was this bad was Mass Effect 3, which was $7. So, all right, guys. That is it for tonight's stream. Until next... This thing is still moving. It's creepy. Until next week.